Hello, welcome back to another episode from Pale Horse Survival and Tactical. I'm Bill, glad you could join me. In this episode, we're cooking eggs. Stay tuned. We're going to let these burn down the coals, and then we're going to cook a couple of eggs in the shell and the coals. I apologize for the shooting gallery over here. So let me go burn this down for a while, and I'll be back. In case you didn't hear me earlier, there's a shooting gallery going on. target shooting going off there, so I apologize for the gunshots. Some fir needle tea here. I'm going to slide into the fire. Go ahead and let this burn down. The eggs will take probably about 15 minutes. So we're just going to build some coals up right now. Got the eggs over here staying cool in the snow, and we'll let this fire burn down. I figure probably 15-20 minutes we'll have a good bed of coals, and we'll go ahead and proceed to cooking these. We'll let this steep for a while. Getting a pretty good bed of coals here. Let this burn for a little while longer and let it burn down, and then we'll get the eggs in there. So. Alright, we're just about ready to pop one in. Some of you may be aware, and some may not, excuse me, there we go, that you can cook an egg in the shell in coals. You don't have to boil it, and that's what we're going to do today. So the first thing we're going to do, you got to peck a little hole into the top end, whoops, sorry about that, into the top end of the shell, otherwise you make an egg bomb and they can blow up. And this will also allow you to see when it's done. Don't worry about those few little shells there. You can pull them out later or eat them. They're not going to hurt you none. So that's, whoops, sorry guys. That's what you do. You just peck a hole right in the top. Take this over here. Nestle this right in the coals. Pointy side, and I apologize again about the target shooting here. These guys are spending a small fortune on ammunition. Just like that. Get this over here and nestle it in. These will take about, all depends on the temperature of the coals, and we're looking at, put them in about 6 after 3, according to Vostok Ratnik time. Usually takes about 15 minutes or so. You'll see through the hole, the egg will start turning white, and that's usually your cue. It doesn't matter if they're slightly undercooked, the yolk will be not completely solid, it'll still be kind of gelatinous. I kind of like them that way myself. I generally don't like eggs that are overcooked. They tend to get dry. But I'll go ahead and let the, I'm just going to go ahead and let this roll through this whole thing. If your ears can take the gunfire. The eggs aren't frozen, but they're pretty chilled from being in the snow. I was filming another episode for a few hours, and so that's why I stuck them in the snow, so they'd stay chilled. These are store-bought eggs, so if they were not store-bought, then they wouldn't have to be refrigerated. They've only been in about a little less than 5 minutes. Tea is still very hot. I'll let this steep. It's going to be really good. The gunfire doesn't personally bother me any, because I'm very used to it, but I'm sure it's pretty annoying through your speakers. The egg's starting to expand now. I can see it a little bit coming out of the hole here, so that's a sign that it's starting to get hot and cooking. Oh yeah, they're getting hot. Yeah, they're getting very hot. Too hot to touch. When they're done, we'll roll them out of there with a stick and let them cool a bit so they can be handled, and peel them and eat them just like a boiled egg. See a little bit of bubbling on the first one on this side. Let's do a time check here. Yeah, about 10 minutes so far. Usually takes about 20 minutes. wore my snow boots up here today. I thought there was going to be a lot more snow, and we had a couple rainstorms that came in, and I was amazed at how much snow had vanished, because it was really deep here last time I was here 2 weeks ago. So I'm kind of stuck with the big snow boots today. I wish I'd brought another pair of boots, so I've been kind of lugging these around today. This one's turning white on the inside. That's a good sign. That one went in just ahead of this one. They're very hot. I do a lot of minimalist cooking. It's just less things that I have to carry. I really don't carry any cookware with me, aside from my military stainless steel canteen and the nesting cup. I do a lot of cooking on the coals, or hot rock cooking, in primitive containers, rawhide containers. Or wooden containers. It seems like the food tastes better that way, at least I think it does. So we're coming up on about 15 minutes. This one's using some yolk over here. I must have poked the yolk with the tip of the knife blade with this one. That's why there's some yolk running out. This one, there's been nothing coming out. You can poke the yolk after you make the hole. Just poke it with the knife blade, put your thumb over that hole and give it a shake for a little while, and it'll actually mix it up. You kind of make scrambled eggs that way. It'll mix the whites and the yolk together. I think probably another 5 minutes. Very hot. I can't keep my fingers on there. It's like they came out of boiling water. I'm going to check my battery and... Okay, yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, we should be able to pull those here pretty quick. I'm going to pull the one on this side, that one there first. It seems like it's cooking a little faster. The other one's a couple of minutes behind that. I don't mind if they're just a hair undercooked in the interior. A friend of mine calls me the primitive Chef Boyardee. I thought that was kind of funny. There we go. This one seems to be in a hotter spot. This one now, after I move these coals over here, I'm getting more yolk running out, so it just seemed like it wasn't getting enough. I think this one is probably just about done. There it goes. Now we're getting some heat. Sometimes you just have to kind of feel it out. You can hear it. That hissing sound. It's releasing a little bit of steam through there, I can see. This one's not quite ready yet. Poked it in and it came out wet. So we're going to leave them in here to do their thing for a bit. Coming up on 25 minutes. They've got to be getting close. Still a little runny on the interior. Whenever I do these primitive cooking episodes, I generally don't cut the footage. That way it allows the viewers to get an actual feel for how long it takes to cook and what needs to be done. I could chop the episode up and make it nice and short, but it's going to leave out a certain element of the cooking. Things you might are likely to run into, and little things that you need to do to make it work. So that's the reason why I stick with these, even though it makes the episodes kind of long and maybe a little bit monotonous. It preserves the realism of what we're doing here. They are cooking. We're coming up on 25 minutes. Generally takes around 20, but that's not a hard and fast time. Getting there. This should be coming off pretty quick. Woo! Well, I poked it and the egg white came out of there. They're definitely hot. I'm thinking probably a couple more minutes. We're getting real close. Stuck the stick in and it lifted it up, so it tells me the insides are solid. So what we're going to do is we're going to let these guys sit out here and cool down a bit so we can handle them. So I will go ahead and cut the footage. There's no sense in sitting here watching them cool. And when we get ready to, when I can handle those, we'll peel them. Stay tuned. All right. I cooled them down by sticking them in the snow for a couple of minutes. So let's see what we're looking at here. Looks like they got a little hot right there. That's okay, we can peel that right off. The rest of it looks good. Check the other one. Those guys must have ran out of money or ran out of ammunition, I'm not sure which. They're finally leaving. It's not bad. A couple little spots here that got a little hot, but that's all right. We can peel that outer layer right off. Just like that. The rest of it looks good. All right, let's go ahead and eat these guys. And we're ready for some tea. Fir needle tea. I try to have a cup every time I come forest here. Oh, that's good when it steeps for a long time. Oh yeah. Tastes like boiled eggs. I haven't had anything to eat since breakfast. I'm pretty hungry. It's really good. And that's how you cooked eggs primitively, right in the coals. And came out great. I'm going to enjoy this fir needle tea here and finish my day out. I hope all of you enjoyed this episode as much as I did making it. Please like, subscribe, and share. I hope all of you are having an outstanding day or night, depending on where you're located, and I will see all of you very soon on the next one. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.